Hi guys and welcome back. Bitcoin has potentially finished this correction and is ready to go back up. But now the big question is, what levels are we need to watch to be really sure that this is over and we are not going lower from here? That is something that we need to talk about today. Make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let's jump directly into it. I want to start off with the 4-hour structure that we are seeing right now, because here is a really critical level that Bitcoin needs to reclaim in the next coming hours, and that is here the prior current support that we step back into it, but now it looks like that we are getting rejected from there. If we would get rejected from this level, I expect a bounce around the $58,000 area back here to the upside, and then a reclaim of $60,000, and then potentially a move sideways with a push to the upside with a slow grind here, basically to the upside. A pattern of concern that we see here developing on the 4-hourly chart is a rising wedge that I want to point out for you guys. And this rising wedge is breaking down as we speak. If in 40 minutes this 4-hourly candle closes outside the rising wedge, then you should potentially get prepared for that move here to like 58,000, to around $58,000 in my opinion. And then, like I said, we will come back up here. Would I really short this? Not really, because this is like a 1.3% move to the downside. It doesn't make really sense to short this. If it would go all the way down to the technical target of a rising wedge, yes, there it would make sense, because then we're talking about a $3,000 move that is like 2.7%-ish. Oh no, sorry, it's more. It's this is like a 4.5% move to the downside, and this is a move that would actually make sense to short. Would I personally try to do that right now? No, I'm not really interested in doing that, because like I said, I believe around 58 we're gonna get a move back to the upside. When we are going into this 4-hourly chart, here another reason why Bitcoin is going down right now a little bit, and that is that we were retesting the lower end of the EMA ribbon and getting a rejection right now from there. Usually the first couple attempts to break back into the EMA ribbon are always unsuccessful. We have to test the EMA ribbon here over time multiple times before we finally step through it. I was expecting that. I would further expect some sideways chop here over the next coming days into next week actually, and only next week we're gonna get then the breakout to the upside. And in the meantime, the EMA ribbon will trend sideways here along, and what you're going to see is that the price action will chop around there until we break above it, and then finally get the move here that we highly anticipate back into the mid $60,000 range. Here on this 4-hourly chart, again, multiple things are lining up right now to explain what's happening here. On this chart, things looking not as bad as on the other ones, and this for once has something to do with the support level that we are holding right now here above $59,000. Even if we fall back into like the lower end of it, like I said, to like 58, like here, as long as we are staying within that range over the weekend, we should be fine, so we should be fine. I believe that the price action has to consolidate here a little bit, or even correct a little bit back to the downside. Remember, guys, I told you yesterday the stochastic RSI is overextended. So now here is something that happens from time to time, and that is that instead of coming down, they are intertwining more here on the upper end. Basically, if I zoom in here, you're going to see it a little bit more. You see here the signal line, the blue one, gave already a sell signal, but is also slowly turning around here again. So, and then we are getting another buy signal here in the top range of the stochastic RSI, and that will lead to another spike in the price action. And then at some point, this is done, where it's intertwines like this here then, so then maybe get another buy signal, then we get another sell signal, and then actually the stochastic comes down. So this can go on for a little bit before the stochastic actually pulls all the way down and correct. That will then again reflect also in the price action here. Like I said, right now it looks like that we could get another push here to the upside. If we can break above $60,000, then I believe that we are going here for this imbalance that I mentioned also yesterday, here just under $63,000. That would be super, super, super bullish if we would do that for multiple reasons. One reason would be that we would be, of course, obviously above $60,000, and most likely we would establish support between $60,000 and $63,000 here in that kind of range, and then stay here a little bit before we then try to break higher. Here on the weekly chart, just talking briefly about this, the only thing that I want here on Sunday is that we are around the $60,000 level to confirm this box here as support for the current price action, because then over the next coming weeks we're gonna see here also maybe 2-3 weeks of sideways move before we see another attempt to break here in direction of $70,000. And the other reason is that I want that the Bitcoin price is ranging between here support and resistance, and not turning this area here also into resistance, and then we are ranging in this lower range here. So this is what I don't want. When we are looking at liquidation levels, also here there are signs for a potential short squeeze to the upside, and I'm gonna give you the exact levels that I'm looking at. So as you can see here below us are some long liquidation levels, but nothing crazy, you know. So it's here at $58,200. Hence why I said that I believe from there we going to get a bounce if we get down here, just by taking out this liquidity and then taking out everything else above us all the way up to like $62,000. And once we are here, we're gonna squeeze all the way up to like 63 to fill this imbalance that I was just talking about, potentially going even a little bit higher here to 64, but that would be just a wick in my opinion, and then we roll over, you know, and start going sideways here. Another point that makes me bullish on this chart is that the 50 moving average here in red is slowly curving up again. The only thing that we need for this trajectory to continue is that the Bitcoin price is staying in this price vicinity where it is in right now, and it's not losing momentum and goes back to like $57,000, because then of course the 50 will also continue to trend down. This is something that we don't want. We want that this is curving more to the upside, but for that also the price action needs to come back and at least test once the 50, get rejected from there, you know, then start trending sideways in the $60,000 level, and then at some point breaks to the upside, and then the 50 moving average will follow, crossing the 200, giving us another golden cross, and then we see a price explosion to the upside. On the liquidity heat map, here we can clearly see that the liquidity is right now above us. That makes it highly attractive again for market makers to go up here and take everybody out, because below us, what they want to go for, like I said, like $57,900 approximately. That is a level that they can go for. But otherwise, if you want to make money as a market maker and liquidity provider, you would go to the upside, especially here in these hot areas of 67,400, 71,560, and then all the way up to $75,000 to grab everything here. So here, I believe we are going to see a short squeeze once we are touching $60,600 all the way up here to 63,000, and then we need to reevaluate how the price is behaving. But I can tell you, we are going to squeeze up here if we see Bitcoin going to $60,600. You're gonna see it because there's no liquidity, so there's a gap, and then the price has to move fast to grab liquidity, and from there we are going to squeeze higher because we are triggering then a lot of short liquidations on that way to the upside. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere, trade with me on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 in deposit bonuses there. You can also trade with me on Margex without any KYC. And if you are in the US or in the UK, I highly recommend you BITGET or Phemex. On Phemex also you still get up to $8,000 absolutely for free. Use one of these links here in the pinned comment below or in the description of my video for that. The trade that I had given you guys yesterday here on the 1 hourly chart is doing okay. You know, we are around the entry level and bouncing back here to the upside right now. When I look here at the indicators, they're also telling me that we either go a little bit more sideways or that we are starting to go a little bit down, because here the stochastic is shaping up in a way that are usually a precursor for a small correction to the downside. So the only thing that is preventing this right now is here the bounce from the RSI from the 51% level, because that is the level that is telling us if the price is bullish or breaks here bearish. And getting here a bounce is telling me that we are still bullish for the time being, and that is also reflecting here in the price action with a move here right now in this candle to the upside. You know, so if we can break here above $59,300 and get some continuation, that would be good. If not, then like I said, because of the 4 hourly chart, a small correction is not the worst if this is going to happen here. But overall, the direction still remains to the upside. These levels are really, really good for accumulating. This might be your last chance to get Bitcoin actually under $60,000 for quite a while. So I'm trying to buy as much as I can at these price levels. So when we're looking at the funding rates, here again, nothing has changed, you know. So here I go like up to 200%. I don't know if, see, I have to go here to like 50% to get anything, in brighter colors, you know, from 2 weeks ago, because here is still nothing, you know. So here it is still super, super neutral, which is a good sign, you know. So it means the majority of the leverage is out of the market. We are having a full reset. So, and this is always the best moment to start building positions again. You don't want to wait for the time that we are getting here hotter spots again on the funding rate heat map. You want to load up when you see something like this, where we are massively, massively green across the board. That's it basically already for today's video. I wanted to make it a really quick one. Thank you so much. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.